Morning, everyone. I snuck on early. I saw a heapy is in the chat room, although I'll sneak on early, do the shout outs and that. 5 minutes early. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend, everyone. I'm sitting here in the dark. I've turned the light off. I reckon it looks it's not as glary anyway, except for that window there. Hope you're all good, guys. We've got a special shout out today for yesterday, and he's in the chat room. I can see his name in there. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? I'm going to do a special shout out for someone and his wife. So I'll see if anyone knows. Greggy Campbell, g'day, mate. Lukey Reed. Brent, how are you, mate? That's not Brent Wall, is it? Have you finished your dummy spit? If that's you, Wally, I hope you finished your dummy spit, mate. Wally got the shits because I didn't reply to him one day. Dear, oh dear, mate. If that's you, it's probably a different Brent. Who else we got in there? Marky Lavelle, did I say g'day to Mark? Hey, mate, how are you? Thanks for the photos yesterday, mate. Appreciate that. Gary Scott, g'day, Gary. Good morning, Buck and everyone. Hope you enjoyed your morning cuppa. Absolutely, mate. I'm on to my second one. On to my second coffee. Hey, I'm using StreamYard this morning, everyone. And I have not used this for a long time. And I don't know if everything's changed. The program's updated. It's changed. So just let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, someone, please. Hear me and see me okay. The great Ramondo. How are you, mate? What a name that is. Great Ramondo. It's like Ronaldo in the soccer. Oh, dear. Good morning, Ramondo from Jace Muller. Hey, Jace, how are you, mate? Loud and clear. Thanks, Ramondo. Loud and clear. That's good. I'm coming through okay. That's the main thing. Mick Watson, good morning, mate. How are you? Hope you're all good. Freddie Boots on, is he? Someone said I saw Freddie there. Martini's Adventures are on, guys. Hey, Paulie, how are you, mate? Dicko's Destinations, saying g'day to everyone. Andrew Coroning. G'day, Andrew. Hope you're well, mate. Giving me the thumbs up for the voice and everything. Yes, Grant, it is. It is the great man himself, Steve Fuller. We're going to give a shout out to him in a minute, guys. Special day yesterday for Steve. So we'll do a shout out to Steve. He's in the chat room there. Anthony Purdy. G'day, Tony. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Not long now, mate, till you head up to the hot area. 34 years. That's double, mate. Double murder now. It's 30. You're eligible for parole after 30 years. So yesterday was Steve and Annie's 34th wedding anniversary, guys. And it was also, Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, your birthday. So Steve got married on his birthday, everyone. You don't hear that often, do you? Someone getting married on their birthday. Actually, I can't ever remember it happening before. What was the story behind that, Steve? How come you got married on your birthday, mate? Was there a special reason or something behind that? It's not something you hear about, mate. There must be why chat shows different names now. Broader 3303. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I haven't used StreamYard for ages. Because I haven't done a jibber jabber with anyone for a while. Usually I just go in through the YouTube program because it's just me, and it'll probably be just me today too. But the reason I'm doing StreamYard today is we're doing some giveaways, everyone. Some stickers from Oregon. We'll talk about that soon anyway. Anyway, happy anniversary, wedding anniversary to Steve and Annie from Soar Adventures. 34 years yesterday. Wow. And got to take your hat off to Steve and Annie, guys. A lot of relationships don't get anywhere near that far anymore, do they? They really don't. So well done to you two guys, and you're still going strong and still bloody out camping and all that type of stuff and enjoying life. Good on you. Still working hard at Woolworths. So anyway, each birthday, Steve, is the closer you get to retirement, mate. But make the most of working because I'll tell you now, guys, retirement, you can get a little bit bored at times, which is not a bad thing, really, is it? It's better than working. I don't know. If you've got a good job, I don't know, Steve, you go to a job where everyone complains about their work, but I was in a job, guys, where it was just a horrible place to work. It was a friggin' horrible place, working in a high security prison with bloody murderers and rapists and pedophiles, and then you had some of the dickheads that you had to work with that are in the same coloured shirt as you. And yeah, it was just a horrible place to work sometimes. If you get in with the right bunch of people, it was good. But anyway, for happy birthday for yesterday, Steve, and also happy anniversary to you and Annie, mate. Hope you've had a great day yesterday. I tried to ring Steve yesterday morning, and he was working, everyone. Can you believe that? He was working on his wedding anniversary and his birthday, and he almost forgot his birthday, but he was at bloody work. You should have chucked a sickie, Steve, and gone camping, mate. Anyway, it's all good. Everyone's saying happy anniversary to Steve and Annie. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Jace, I did, mate, but that was, I got no one to blame but myself, mate. I'm the one who got, went in the army. I wanted to go in the army. They got out of the army, and I was the one who applied to go in the Queensland Police. They didn't put me in a headlock and make me go in there. And I had some bloody not so nice moments in there, let me tell you, as a copper. That's a dangerous job, everyone. And then went into the prisons for 13 years, which can be dangerous, but I got through unscathed in that, thank God. I had a few hairy moments, but got through unscathed. It was just a horrible place to work. It caught up on me, guys. I was turning into a horrible, angry, bitter person. And I've said this before. I had to go and see a psych about my anger and about I just was getting so disgruntled with the whole world. And it was that friggin' job creeping up on me. I didn't realise it. So anyway, I'm out of it now, and I'm in a lot better headspace. A lot better headspace since I've left that job. Yeah, so if you're in a job, guys, and it's really getting to you, and you just can't see it, you've got to start looking and maybe change directions, I think. But hey, listen, if you go to work, none of us like getting out of bed to go to work. But if you go to work, you've got good people to work with, and you come home at the end of the day and you go, that wasn't too bad. And it's putting money in your bank account, guys, and paying your bills. Stick at it. Keep working hard. But if your job's driving you to an early grave, I reckon start taking, and there's a guy in the chat room here who did that. He's changed directions and he seems pretty happy with himself. Jace is working hard as a baker, guys, getting up and never seen his family, permanent night shifts as a baker, and that was wearing him down, and he changed directions now. Hopefully it's all working out for you, Jason, doing a different job. Sometimes it's a bit scary, isn't it? We get so tied up in a job that we feel comfortable in. But if it's getting to the stage where you absolutely despise getting out of bed, maybe you need to look in a different direction. So, yeah, it is. That move, just as I was about to read it, from Phil McCavity. Easy to get disgruntled with the world this day and age. My grandfather, yeah, I know, mate, and I know. And we complain about Australia, and we've got some problems, haven't we, at the moment? But at the end of the day, we haven't got bombs falling on us. We're not being invaded by anyone. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing it better than some countries, guys. People in Ukraine go to bed at night not knowing if a Russian missile is going to come through the roof of their house or a drone. Same as Gaza and Israel and all that. So, first world problems here in Australia, haven't we? At the end of the day, it's all first world problems. Let's hope it stays like that. We're pretty lucky. We are. But yes, it could be better. I agree with you, Phil. I think we're going in the wrong direction, mate. I think we need a big change. But anyway, we're not going to get on to politics, eh? Mr. P says, smash the like button. That's it. Hey, this morning, everyone, before we do the weather report, today you got a chance to win. John from that YouTube channel there, I don't know if John's in the chat room yet, 143JKRD. That is John from Oregon. That's his YouTube channel. John, now I forget his kids' names, Kira and might even be Kira. I just made that up. and D for Dana. John and Dana, and the two kids' names in the middle there. I forget what 143. John sent me 10 stickers over. Can you see where? There it is, just behind me in my army uniform there, guys. I've stuck mine up there. Now, I don't think they're a UV one that you put on the outside of your four-wheel drive, but certainly put it on your fridge or whatever. I've got 9 more stickers left, and I've got 7 of them already in an envelope ready to go. And I'll just buy 2 more stamped envelopes tomorrow. So I've got 9 questions coming up in a minute, everyone. You got a chance to win one of John's stickers from Oregon, USA. And John lives in Oregon. Guys, that's his YouTube channel. So subscribe to that. If you want to see some beautiful national parks, and John and Dana go out camping in their little casita. They call it a trailer, fiberglass trailer. We call it a caravan, a small caravan here in Australia. I don't think the Yanks use the term caravan, do they? I'm not sure. Anyway, they call it a trailer. Well, we call it a caravan park. They call it a trailer park over there in the US. So I think it's a 17-foot or a 15-foot, 17-foot casita fiberglass caravan, we call it. It's just a small little one, which is big enough for John and Dana. That's his YouTube channel. And I'll tell you what, you get to see some beautiful places. Not only Oregon, Washington State, he's been over to Moab and Utah and all that type of stuff, guys. And just that's what it's about, eh? Seeing other people's part of the world. John sent me some stickers, guys, and said, give them out to your community bucks. So that's what we're going to do this morning. Got a chance to get on it. Beautiful looking sticker, isn't it? It looks like an Oregon number plate. That's what an Oregon number plate looks like, guys. It's got the big pine tree. Is it a Norfolk pine, maybe? And the mountains and a big Norfolk. So as we know, Oregon is got a lot of big pine trees in that beautiful part of the world. Washington State and Oregon and Northern California. I'd love to get over there one day and see that part of the world. It looks bloody beautiful. Slacken's on. G'day, Mark. How are you? Slacken's on over in Canada, and Slacken's crowing at the moment, guys. He said, we got one up on the Yanks, Buck. The bloody World Cup baseball's on at the moment. We don't really follow it down here, Mark, but the Toronto Blue Jays flogged the LA Dodgers 11-2 in the baseball. It's like the grand final of the baseball, the World Cup or something they call it. So the Blue Jays, yeah, they got it up over the LA Dodgers. So that was good. I think the Canadians love getting one up over the Yanks, especially in sport. I think it's like the Yanks are the big dog on the block. And I know when it comes to sport, especially swimming at the Olympics and that, the Yanks have just got, well, they got 330 million people to pick from. We've got like 27. But we love beating the Yanks in the swimming at the Olympics. Australia and the USA, probably the 2 strongest teams. We bloody love beating the Yanks in the swimming, especially in the relays and that. We get really excited over the swimming at the Olympics when we beat the Yanks. So I think everyone loves to knock the top dogs off. When it comes to the athletics, the relays and that, I just barrack for Jamaica like you couldn't believe. I'm always hoping Jamaica will beat the Yanks in the 4x100 relay and that. So I don't know. It's just like everyone likes knocking off the top dog, don't they? Blue Jays are up 1-0 on the Dodgers. Oh, game 2's on in 45 minutes, so they're about to play where is the next game? Is it in Los Angeles, Mark, or is it, I'm tipping they go back and forward, do they? Is the next one in LA? They'll have, I don't know how much of a home ground advantage baseball would be. I know in rugby league and stuff like that, it's good to have a home ground advantage. Don't know how much that applies in baseball. It's good to have a crowd cheering for your butt, but it doesn't make you hit the ball any further, does it, really? Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Wixie's on. G'day, Wixie. How are you, mate? Who else haven't we? Timmy Ryan. G'day, Tim. How are you? To the moon, Oz. Great to see Aussies give the S. We're going to talk about that this morning too, the rugby league score. I've got that written down, mate, to the moon. Yeah, I watched the highlights just before it came on here, actually, and it looks like Reece Walsh had another great game by the looks of the highlights. That's for sure. So, and another good game on this afternoon. We'll talk about that soon. Dicko's Destinations. Don't know if I said good day to you this morning, mate, or not. Anyway, so hang in there, guys. I'm going to do, if I can work out how to use the bloody giveaway thing. I'm going to hope you've brushed up on your American geography. So that's what you got a chance to win. One of John's stickers. It's a not bad little sticker. Look good on your camping fridge, eh? Bloody beauty. Now, let's do the weather report. Buck's going to do the weather report, everyone, through an app called Living Earth. It used to be free. Someone said it's not free anymore. So here we are at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, the 26th of October, guys. She's starting to warm up here. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 27 degrees already. It usually gets up around the 30, early 30s and that at the moment. Fine sunny day too. Blue sky. This is our dry season at the moment, guys. But around December, the wet season kicks in, and then you think you're never going to. And I was looking yesterday, they reckon a La Nina, which is the wet one. The El Nino is the dry and drought. We got another La Nina coming, and I reckon it's going to be a very, very wet summer. So on the east coast of Australia, hang on, guys, we've got a La Nina coming. And a couple of years ago when we had one, we had cyclone come across Cairns there, Cyclone Jasper, and it just about washed bloody that part of the world away up there. It was they're still recovering from it a couple of years later. So Innisfail, Queensland, 27 and sunny, high of 31, which isn't too bad. Humidity hasn't, it's still warm when you go outside, but the humidity hasn't kicked in yet. So it's not too bad up here at the moment. 31 with no humidity is nice. Toronto, over there where Slacken is, guys, it is yesterday. It is Saturday night at 7:10 p.m. Where Slacken is, and it's 10 degrees. 10. Oh, well, they're coming into their winter. It's starting to cool down over there now. A high of 12. This is in Celsius, everyone. High of 12 and a low of 4. Holy dooly. That's probably good weather for Mark. When it gets down to the minus 30s, I don't know how you live in that shit, Mark. Us Aussies would die in that. We really would. So who's our next one? Bustleton, over where Lauren and Buzzy are. It's only Mr. Bullet's over that way too in Perth. It's 7 o'clock in the morning over there, Sunday morning in West Aussie. And Bustleton at the moment is only 9 degrees. So it's still cool in Bustleton. Anything under 10's cold for me. Mind you, I don't mind 10 degrees when you're camping. It's bloody... I like feeling that a bit of cool. I don't like the bitter cold, when there's ice on the windscreen. But, getting down in around the 10 and 9s and whatever, when you're camping's not too bad. Here we go. Denver, over in Mike Blakely country, everyone. It is yesterday again, Saturday afternoon in Denver, in the USA. Mike lives near Denver. He's not in Denver, but it's 5 o'clock and 10 past 5 in the afternoon over in Denver, everyone. Saturday. Steve Wilkes, it is Saturday in Mexico, 4 o'clock in the afternoon over Steve Wilkes. John, I don't know if John's on at the moment, but over in Oregon, it is 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and it's 11 degrees. 11 degrees, so it's still cooling down over there too. As we know, Oregon gets a lot of snow and all that type of stuff. That's where I am. New York City, if anyone's in New York, what is it? It's 7 o'clock last night in New York, 13 degrees. London. I didn't realise this, but London normally works on Greenwich Mean Time, but they have got, I forget what it's called now, British BST, British Summertime. Now, I think they go back today, is it? Or they're going back to, usually we're always 8 hours ahead of London, which is Greenwich Mean Time. We're in Kilo time here in Queensland, which is normal time. The southern states go on to daylight savings, everyone. But yeah, London's got British BST, British Summertime. So they're actually 9 hours behind us at the moment. It's usually 8. But I think they're going back to normal Greenwich Mean Time soon, where their summertime's almost over there. So they're going back to normal Greenwich Mean Time, which is 8 hours ahead of behind Queensland, which is Greenwich Mean Time. Perth, Mr. Bullet over there, and there we go. There's the weather report, everyone. How exciting was that? Exciting stuff, let me tell you. The old weather report. How is it? I know it's been hot down south, guys. There was been some bloody heat waves down south. Birdsville the other day was nearly 50 degrees. It's not even summertime yet. It was 47 point something out in Birdsville. Stick that in where you can fit it. That's wintertime out there. You don't go out that part of the world in summer. My God, nearly 50 degrees. The hottest place in Australia is Marble Bar, I think, up in the Pilbara region of Western Australia. I think they had 100 consecutive days of over 45 or something at Marble Bar, and sometimes they get up over 50. Oh, here we go. Mark's heading to Cairns on Tuesday for a work conference. Oh, good stuff, mate. Beauty. Wow, that's a long way from home for you, Cairns. Give us a bell. I got me bloody Forby going in on Wednesday, guys, for a new gearbox. So on Wednesday or Thursday morning when I pick it up, I'm going to watch my bank account go down by about $6,200. That one's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. My God. The old bang, I have to put me bloody head down. Gidgey's on, everyone. Severe storms forecast the Savo in southeast Queensland. Yeah, Brisbane and Ipswich and that get some big storms in summer, don't they? Brisbane gets a lot more worse storms than what we get up here. We don't get a lot of bad storms here in North Queensland. We get cyclones, but we do get warning. The cyclones usually get enough warning. About a week out, I go, there's a low starting to form out in the Coral Sea, and we kind of get, if a cyclone's coming, we get time to prepare for it, which is good. I'd hate to be in the USA where they get those tornadoes, guys, which just come out of nothing, and you get very short time to react. They're bloody horrific, those things. They're a lot smaller than a cyclone, but they're more powerful. They do a trail of destruction, just to think, whereas a cyclone devastates big areas when, if you get a Cat 5 or a Cat 4. Righto, let's get on. There's a hurricane forming off the coast of Jamaica right now. Okay. Yeah, that part of the world gets some big ones, eh? And a lot of the times they come from the Caribbean and come up and hit I'm going to call it the Gulf of Mexico, guys. All those Gulf states in the Alabama and bloody Mississippi. What else is down there? Even Texas, part of Texas, all that type of stuff. And Gidge, on Tuesday, Mark Lavell's coming up to Cairns. Gidgey's off to Darwin, guys. Gidgey's off to Darwin to do some inspection on some NBN stuff up there in Darwin. So that'll be good. I said to Gidgey, see if there's a pub up there in Darwin, if it's still there. It used to be called Rorke's Drift, which was a famous place during the Zulu Wars when the British fought the Zulus at a place called Rorke's Drift in South Africa back in the late 1800s, guys. So, yeah, Rorke's Drift. There used to be a bloody good pub in Darwin called Rorke's Drift. Funny how only thing I can remember about Darwin is pubs. Elvin's on, is he? Did I just see Elvin? Elvin's on somewhere. I just saw Terry. Oh, g'day, Terry. I haven't said g'day to you yet either. Terry and Robin and Molly. Elvin's on. We're going to be talking about Elvin soon, guys. Blackers is on. Righto, I've done enough shout-outs. How about we do a first sticker giveaway? I'll just do a practice one on this. So this is for an Oregon sticker, guys. I'll send it out to you tomorrow in the mail. I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm not going to give any hints out. You either get it. If you don't know the answer, copy off Mark Lavelle. He'll know them all, guys. This first one, I didn't know. I thought it was a different city. I didn't know it was this city. This is a trick question, guys. What is the capital city of Oregon in the USA? Hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't done this for a long time. You got to put hashtag and then the name of it, guys. Hashtag and then the name of it. I'm going to start collecting comments now. Hopefully you can't see that, everyone. If you've just seen the answer, let me know. Chris said, I'm out. No. Follow, if Snorky's on, follow him, guys. He'll just bloody AI it and win. So the capital city of Oregon in the USA, hashtag and then the name of the city. Hashtag, like if it was Innisfail. Hashtag Innisfail, all lowercase. No capitals, everyone. No capital letters, no spaces, just hashtag whatever. I'm not giving any hints out, guys. I'm not giving any hints out. Share the screen. Not yet. Yes, Luke, I will, but I'm not sharing the screen yet because I'll give the answer away. I'll give the answer away if I share it now. Let me go back. I'll just make sure. Yeah, I've got 3 entries now. 4. Yeah, no, it's working. I just don't want to share the screen yet, Lukey, because I'll give the answer away. You're onto it now. Some of yous are on the wrong path, guys. It is not the one that you think it is. It's not the biggest city. It's like Australia. Everyone thinks, oh, the capital of Australia must be Sydney. It's not. It's Canberra. Well, Oregon's similar, guys. It's not the big city you think of. A lot of yous have put the wrong city down there. It ain't Portland, everyone. If you put Portland, you're wrong. No. Nagi Island. Gidgey's put Nagi. I don't think that's going to win the prize for you, Gidge. I don't think it's Nagi Island, the capital of Oregon. Yeah. I told you, copy off Mark Lavelle, everyone. Copy off Marky Lavelle. 11. Come on, we can do better than that. There's only 11 entries at the moment. 11 correct entries. Type in something rather than Portland, everyone. Toddy Higginson, you're wrong. It's not Portland. I thought it was too, mate, until I Googled it and went, what? And it's not Portland. It's that other silly name there where vampires hang out. Isn't that where vampires hang out, the name of that town? I don't know if that's got anything to do with vampires. I've heard that word and vampires mentioned in the same sentence. No, Jennifer, Mark is on the money on this one, let me tell you. No, it's not. All you need to do, guys, it's not first one in. I'm not doing it that way. What I'm doing, everyone, is for a chance to win a sticker, you have to get the answer right, okay? So you have to get the answer right. If you've got it wrong, I think you can still retype the right answer. You can't put in more than one. But I think if you get it wrong and then type in the correct one, I think you can then go in the draw. So it goes in a draw, Jeff, and then I'm going to StreamYard does a fair way, just spins through. It's like pulling a name out of a hat. So it's not first in. So get your answer in, everyone, and then I'll do the draw. I'll share the screen and do the draw. So I've got 9 of these to win, guys. I know it's not a big prize, but it's something a bit. Not too many people in Australia would have that sticker. So you're going to be 1 of 10 people in Australia that will have that sticker from John's YouTube channel, guys, which get on and subscribe to that. I'm not sure he told me what 143 stands for. There's a meaning behind that. And JKRD is, I think it's John, Kira, Robert, and Dana. John, when you see this, he's probably throwing shit. He's going, Buck, you've been told what my kids' names are 18 times. He still can't remember it. I think R's Robert. D's Dana, John's wife. John, is it Kira or I don't know, Kiri or Kira or something? Oh, 143 is I love you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for that. 143 back at you too. I love, oh, yeah, that's right. It is. I remember John saying it. I love you. So John loves himself because he's on there. I love you, John. Don't quote Kira, Robert, and Dana. I know it's John and Dana. I don't know the kids' names. I'm just making that shit up. I'm pulling that out. So anyway, I think you've had long enough. Let's go. I'm going to share the screen. Giveaway tool. Share. Now, you should see that now, everyone. I'll go back to this screen. Can everyone see the answer? If you haven't typed that, type it now before I... Can everyone see the shared screen, everyone? Gidgey, give me a thumbs up if you can see hashtag Salem, please. Terry G got in just in time. I'm just making sure you can all see that. Yep, okay. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. I might have to... Yeah, no, that's good. All right. So I'm going to go back here. Let's draw it. This is for the first sticker, everyone. 30 entries. Good luck. It was Salem. It wasn't Portland. I thought you always hear about Portland, Oregon. It is Salem. And I've heard Salem mentioned in vampire bloody movies. Or am I on the wrong track there? Anyway, draw it. Who's going to win the first sticker, everyone? Good luck for a bloody John and Dana sticker. Who's got it? Wixie! Wixie! Wixie's got the first one, everyone. Well done, Wixie. So 1. Anthony Wicks, guys. Send me your bloody on Messenger or something, mate. Just bloody send me your address and I'll knock it up on an envelope and send a sticker out to you. Well done, mate. Stop sharing. So you should be able to just see me now. Giveaway tool. No, let's go back now. Choose a stream. I'm going to get the next one up and running. That one. Hashtag. I'm just setting the next one up, guys. Bear with me. How's this for exciting viewing? Talk about marginal content, John. How's this going? Oh, here we go. Make sure I spell it right, because if I don't, start collecting comments. Now, well done, Wixie. Now, hopefully no one should be able to see the answer to the second question. We'll get straight into that. I haven't seen him on this morning, guys. Mike Blakely. Is Mike on? I haven't seen Mike on this morning. I don't think Mike's on. If you are, Mike, g'day, mate. Hope you're doing well. The next one, everyone, hashtag, what state in the United States, there's 50 of them to choose from, what state is Mike Blakely from? What state does Mike Blakely live in, everyone? Hashtag, what state does Mike Blakely live in? There you go. I'll just make sure the entries are going up. Someone type it in. Yeah, here we go. It's working. When someone types in the correct answer, I can see on that other screen, it goes entries 1, 2, so I know it's working. Yep. There you go. Make sure you spell it right, everyone. What state does Mike Blakely live in the United States? So we've got a couple of Yanks over there, John and Mike, that follow the channel, which is fantastic. We got Slacking up there in Canada. Why have I got an itchy nose? I do not know. Petraboon. Mike Blakely does not live in Thailand. You diddly-dong. We'll give you a couple more minutes. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about the footy while we're collecting that. What state's Mike Blakely? The score last night in the rugby league, yeah, as you know, the Australian Kangaroos have gone over to play England in they call it a test series, or the Ashes. The Ashes should be cricket only, but they call it the Ashes. And I noticed this morning now they're calling it England and not Great Britain. It was always Australia versus Great Britain. But at the end of the day, Great Britain is England, Wales, and Scotland. That is Great Britain, guys. 3 countries. Northern Ireland is not in that. If you add Northern Ireland in, it would become the UK, wouldn't it? United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. There's another good trivia question for you. What is the longest name of a country in the world? What country's name is the longest in the world? It is, if you don't know this, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The UK, that is its official title, guys. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It used to be until 1922 when the Republic of Ireland separated because they hated the Poms. It used to be the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. It's now just Northern Ireland. So there's 4 countries that make up the UK. England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland is the UK, everyone. Great Britain is just the three main countries there without. Always used to be Australia versus Great Britain. Now, last night, it was just Australia versus England. At the end of the day, I think the last Welsh player I can remember was Jonathan Davis. I don't think anyone in that team, the Great Britain team, was ever from Scotland. Scotland and Wales more into rugby union, everyone. Big rugby union countries. They're not rugby league countries. England is really the north of England, to be precise, so it's just Australia versus England. And even when it was Great Britain, it was just England anyway. 26-6, the Aussies won last night, guys. So the Kangaroos are 1-0 up over the Poms in the best of 3 rugby league test matches being played over in England. And bloody, from what I saw, Reece Walsh had an absolute cracking game again last night. He made some big breaks. Looked like Reece Walsh had a very, very good game. That lad has bloody gone up a couple of levels, hadn't he? He's gone really well. It was a tight game. It was only, was it 6-0 or something in the first half, and the Aussies kicked on in the second half and got a few more tries. But anyway, we didn't get it all our own way, but 26-6, you can see the Aussies probably a bit rusty in the first game. All the best from New South Wales and Queensland. I think in the second game, they'll probably go a bit better. They'll start gelling a bit more. A lot of those guys haven't played together. Some of them play together in club lean. Some play together in state of origin, either Queensland and New South Wales. This is the first time the Aussies have that team's played together. So I think in the second one, it's the Brisbane toilet water starving. How are you, mate? Yeah. No, you can only do one entry, Lynn. You can only do one entry. I think if you get it wrong and you can retype, you can only put in one correct entry. So if you get it wrong and then want to cheat, you can still put it in. It was 8-0 at halftime, Dicko, was it? Okay. That's right. Cleary put that conversion over. That's right. It was 8-0 at halftime. So anyway, well done to the Aussies. It's always good when you beat the Poms. We don't care even if it's marbles. We want to beat the Poms. It's always good to beat the Poms. We got a lot of rivalry with the English when it comes to sport. That's another mob we love beat, especially in the cricket. Us and the Poms in the cricket love giving it to the Poms in the cricket. They always beat us in the soccer. We're not really a soccer nation, but when it comes to cricket and rugby league, it's always good to get one up over them. Let's go to the second draw, eh? Now, let me do not use cap. Yeah, we'll say it again. Gidgey's picked up. Do not use capitals or spaces, or it will not work, everyone. It's just got to be hashtag and the name. I know we normally start Colorado off with a capital C. StreamYard does not allow capitals. It has to be just lowercase. I know Colorado would normally start with a big C, capital C. If you don't know it was Colorado, you do now. You've got about 3 milliseconds to get it in there. So what I'm going to do now, let's go share the screen, the giveaway tool, share. You should all be able to see that now. Hashtag Colorado. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. I'm going to draw that now. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Who's got the second sticker? The second Oregon sticker. Wixie got the first one, everyone. To the moon. Good stuff. To the moon. Send me your real name to the moon if I don't know you. Send me your real name and your address, and I'll send you a sticker out tomorrow. Snail mail. How about that? Well done there. So to the moon got that one. Well done. Let's give a thumbs up to the moon, everyone. I'm going to get that now. I've got to stop sharing, or you're going to see what I type. Oh, I nearly come unstuck then. If I don't hit stop sharing, you would have seen what was going on then. Now, what was my next question? I'll tell you in a second. What was number 3? I should turn the light on. Oh. I told you had to study up on your American geography, guys, your US. I think that's, yeah. Start collecting comments. Righto. Now, the next one is, we now John and Dana live in Oregon, guys. What state lies to the south of Oregon? Directly to the south of Oregon, not to the southeast or anything. Directly south of Oregon, what's the next state down? Hashtag the state that lies to the south of Oregon. There's 3 states along that west coast of bloody the United States, guys. Which state is below Oregon, to the south of Oregon? Jace Muller, give yourself an uppercut. Jace just forgot to put in a hashtag, and he put a capital C. So then he's gone, I forgot the hashtag, and he's gone hashtag capital C. No capitals, Jace. No capitals, no spaces. I better make sure I spelled this right. That didn't, it looks weird without a capital. It doesn't look right without a capital. Wow. Let me have a look here. Yeah, I just didn't look right there without a capital. I was making sure I spelled it right. No, that's okay. Anyway, what state lies to the south of bloody Oregon, everyone? Basil comes after. Oh, no, it's not Basil. Comes after Oregano. You asked the question. Yeah. What question do I ask? What state lies below Oregon, where John lives? Quick. I'm not gonna drag it out too long now. Get it in there. No, Cursorine, I said it's not to the southeast. I said directly south. Yes, there's a couple of states that border Oregon, and it ain't Nevada and it ain't Idaho. I don't want Idaho or Nevada. Direct south. If you go to the bottom of Oregon, what's the next state you punch into? If you're on the coast. Hashtag Portland. No. There's 3 states that are on the Pacific, North Pacific, the Pacific coast, they call it, the Pacific coast. It's the state below Oregon. Righto. I'm going to go in and I'm going to bloody... How many you got? 32. Oh, wow, that was quick. 32 entries. So I'm going to go... How do I share the screen? Back here. Share the screen. There we go. That one. Share. That's what you need, guys. You've got 3 milliseconds to put it in there. California is directly below Oregon. I know there's other states kind of southeast of Oregon. That's the one. There's only 3 states on the West Coast. Washington State, Oregon, and California. California's the biggest one, obviously. Takes up most of it. Let's draw it. Who's going to get the 3rd sticker, everyone? 3rd sticker. Number 3. Harvey Dog Runaround. Harvey Dog. Harvey Dog's got the 3rd sticker, everyone. Send me your real name and your address. Harvey Dog, bloody email, Facebook Messenger, anyway. p.rogers65@bigpond.com, or just send me a message on the Harvey Dog Runaround. There he is there. Well done, mate. Good stuff. So I'm going to go back here, and I'll tell you what I've got to do. I've got to stop sharing that. Okay. Yeah, I can see what I'm doing there now. I'll go back to this now. Choose a stream, Sunday morning jibber jabber. And the 4th question is coming up, everyone. I'll just type the answer in first. Right. Righto, here we go. I might have given the answer away before, everyone. What ocean Oregon is on what coast? Yes, it's on the West Coast. What ocean? What ocean is on the West Coast of the United States, guys? What ocean? You got 3 to pick from. Oh, there's more than. It's not the Great Southern Ocean. I'll give you a hint there. It's either the Pacific, the Atlantic, or the Indian. Which one is it? Oregon is on what ocean? The West Coast of the United States is on what ocean? You got chance of 3. It's not the Great Southern Ocean. We know that because that is down the bottom of Australia. Getting quick, guys. How many we got? When we get up to about 30, get 11. All right, let's keep going there. 15. When we get to about 30, we'll draw it, eh? What else can we talk about in the meantime? This is for sticker number 4. One of John's stickers, all the way from Oregon in the USA. As I said, that's pretty quirky, isn't it? That's based on an Oregon number plate. That's what an Oregon number plate looks like, guys, if you register your vehicle in Oregon. It's a nice looking number plate, isn't it? Looks bloody really good. And John come up with that idea to put his YouTube his YouTube name on an Oregon number plate. Looks bloody very good. Yeah, so we're going to talk about some other stuff soon, guys. My 12-volt build and all that. Righto, let's get in. Newy boys. Dead set. Right, I'm going to get in. I'm going to do this. Share the screen. I'm going to draw. I'm going to get through this nice and quick, guys. I'm going to share the screen. Share. How many of you then put spaces in? Dead set. Give yourself, and Grant Saywell was one of them, give yourself an uppercut. That's how you got to do it, guys. No capitals, no spaces. That's about 18 times we've told you now. I'm going to draw it. Did I? Yeah, draw. 30. Good luck. This is for sticker number 4, everyone. I've got 9 to give away. Who's getting no one? Dean Beck. Well done, Dean. Good on you, mate. Dean Beck has got, send me your, well, I know your name. Send me your address, mate. We'll send you a sticker. Dean Beck has won sticker number 4. So sticker number 5, I'm going to type in the answer to that now, everyone. Stop sharing, Buck. Choose a stream. Sunday morning. Here we go. I'm on a roll now. Hashtag. No, I can't remember what the bloody answer was. Question number 5 is going to be, this one will get yous. Righto. This is a good one. Kansas City, which is home to the Kansas City Chiefs, which won the, what did they? I can't remember now. One of the best bloody NFL teams out there anyway. Got Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback. Kansas City, guys, what state? It lies in a couple of different states, actually, but the main part of the city lies in what state of the United States? Kansas City. What state does it lie in? It's in 2 different states. There is parts of it in another state, but what is the main state that the main part of Kansas City is in? Kansas City, what state is it in? What state is Kansas City in? Yes, parts of it lie in another state, but the main part of Kansas City is in what state? Rightio. How many we got? We'll try and speed this up a bit, guys. 2, come on. We only got 2 correct entries so far. 5 now. Come on, everyone. Get on Google if you can. 5. We only got 5 correct entries at the moment, everyone. 7 now. We're going up. Righto. What state is Kansas City in? If you go Kansas City, it'll come up to what state it's in. Yes, bits of it are in another state, but what is the main state that Kansas City's in? Some of you are on the money here. Some of you are on the money. It's a confusing one, isn't it? When you look at the map, which we might do in a minute. I've got Google Maps there. I'll bloody we'll show you once you get this. How many we got now? Well done, everyone. I don't know if some of you are copying or whether you actually knew this or not. If you did, well done. 25, come on. 26. Let's get it to 30, everyone. I need 4 more correct entries, and then I'm going to draw it. 28, come on, 2 more. If you've typed Kansas, you're incorrect. If you've typed Kansas, you are incorrect. 29. Come on, let's get to 30. 30, there we go. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to share the screen. Share the screen. Giveaway tool. Share. There we go. That's what you needed to type. Let's draw it, everyone. It's in Missouri. Missouri, however you say that big word. Who gets it? Kansas City is actually in, the main part of it's in Missouri. It's not in Kansas. Gonna do one day. Gonna do one day. Same thing, mate. Send me your real name and your good doggy there. Rafa said to say good day to your doggy. So send me your address so I can send the sticker out to you. Well done on that. Stop sharing. Righto, number 6, everyone. I'll just get this one written up. Oh, this is another good one. This is another good one. Sunday Jibber. Hashtag. What was the question again? Start collecting comments. Righto, here we go. What state is the Grand Canyon in? The Grand Canyon, the main part of the Grand Canyon's in what state? What state is the Grand Canyon in, everyone? This will test you out, won't it? Everyone's on their bloody phones, Googling away at the moment, aren't they? Everyone's Googling. One correct answer so far, everyone. This one's testing you out, isn't it? Everyone, I know what's happening. Everyone's on their phone. Get on Google, quick, get on Google. 3 correct entries. Come on, let's go. 9, here we go. You're on a roll now. What state's the Grand Canyon in? It might, I don't know if it's in other states as well, little bits and pieces of it, but the main part of the Grand Canyon is in what state? You're on the money now, guys. Congrats to the winners. Dean Beck saying, good stuff. He's one of them, congratulating himself. Well done, mate. Send me a thing. Fat Pixie's on the money. Timmy Ryan, Jeff McGovern. Yeah, you're on it now. Susie Ellum, give yourself an uppercut. It looks weird with a small letter at the start. I know it just doesn't look right, does it? But that's how StreamYard works, guys. They don't accept capital letters and it doesn't accept spaces. So it's just got to be one word starting with a lowercase. Almost as good as Porcupine Gorge, Chrissy Anderson said. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the old Grand Canyon, it looks pretty spectacular, doesn't it? Mind you, Kings Canyon is bloody spectacular as well. No, it's got nothing on the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon's next level, isn't it? Yeah. Slacken said a couple of you spelled it wrong. Guys, check your spelling. Let me just go here. Let me have a quick look. Make sure I've spelled it right. I have. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Show you where. It's the name of the ship that was sunk at Pearl Harbor in December 1941, guys. And there's a memorial to the name of that ship there. And you actually walk over and there's still sailors underneath there. USS something memorial. Yeah. 32, here we go. I'm going to go back and I'm going to share the screen. It was Arizona, guys. Arizona's the Grand Canyon, is in Arizona. Share the screen. There you go. Share that. Arizona. Draw. This is for number 6. This is for the 6th sticker, everyone. Who's going to win sticker number 6? Graham Whitaker. Well done, mate. Send me your address, Graham. Graham Whitaker has won sticker number 6, everyone. Well done to you, mate. Right. Let me go back and stop sharing that now. Right. Sunday morning Jibber. Righto, here we go. Righto, the largest city in the United States is New York City, guys, over on the East Coast. What state is New York in? New York City is in what state of the United States? What state? No capitals, no spaces, just one word. Just type it in one word with lowercase only. Okay? New York City is in what state in the United States? New York City, NYC, the Big Apple. What state's it in? How many we got so far? 6 correct entries. This is for number 7, guys. Sticker number 7. This is for the 7th sticker. 9, come on, 10, let's go. No capitals, no spaces. New York City is in what state in the United States? Hey, while we're doing, oh no, I can't. Oh yes, I can. I want to go back and show while we're doing that, what state's New York City in, guys? I'm going to present, share the screen, Google Maps, share. Now you should all be able to see Google Maps now, everyone. I'm a bit rusty on this, sorry. Now, we're talking about Kansas City before. I want to show you where Kansas City is. So there's the United States, everyone. There's New York City over here, guys. There's New York City. New York City. What state's it in? Who, what was his name? What was his name? Frank Sinatra. He sang a song about it. So did, what's her name? Concrete jungles where dreams are made of. What's not Kelly Rowland? Alicia Keys sang a song about it as well. New York, probably one of the most well-known cities in the world, isn't it? What state's it in? Anyway, we were talking about Kansas City before, weren't we? So there's the map of the United States. Kansas, as we know, is right in the middle in bloody Tornado Alley, right up through the middle here, guys. So, yeah, old Tornado Alley. I wouldn't like to live in there. Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. That's where you always hear about these terrible twisters up through that central part and over into Texas. Mike Blakely said that only in Colorado, just the northeastern side of Colorado can get twisters. I don't think you get them regularly over on as you get further west or further east. It's usually up through these bloody Texas has them, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. You always hear Arkansas sometimes. You always hear about twisters up in that central part there. So there's bloody Kansas in the middle there, guys. Hope you can see my cursor at the moment. And as we can see there, Kansas City. Kansas City is right over on the eastern side of Kansas State. But when you zoom in, the majority of Kansas City actually lies in Missouri, which is weird. You think Kansas City, Kansas, but little bits of it are in Kansas. The main part of it's in Missouri. Now, listen, there's only 50 states, 48 mainland states in the United States. There's only one place in the United States where there's a corner where as we know, we've got Poplar's Corner, is it called, where there's South Australia, Queensland and Northern Territory. There's a few places in Australia where states join. Well, in America, there's a place there, it's called the Four Corners, where you stand there and there's 4 states surrounding you. I saw a funny thing there. Someone committed an offence there. It was just a bloody YouTube short. It was just a funny thing that they did. Someone committed an offence at the Four Corners, and then it was like the 4 coppers got arguing over who was going to arrest the person because they were, no, it's in my state. It's in my state. And I'll tell you where it is, guys. Let me just zoom out a bit. Utah's one of them. Here it is here. That point there where my cursor is, oh, shit. Sorry, Rafa. The mattresses just fell down. That's the only point in the United States that 4 states join, and it's Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico. And if I zoom in on that, it's called the four something monument. Where is it? If I can keep zooming in, I should get a Four Corners Monument. There it is there. I was looking it up the other day. I think John and Dana were there. I think John and Dana might have been there recently as well, guys. Four Corners Monument. And there's a spot there, and it's got, can I bring that up? There it is there. You stand in that spot, and you've got Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico. How cool is that? Yeah, so that's called the Four Corners. I'll zoom out again. So there you go. You learnt something today. There's only one place in the United States where there's a lot of where three states join, but that's the only one where 4 states join, and that's Utah, Colorado, where Mike is, Arizona, where the Grand Canyon is, and New Mexico. So stop sharing. There you go. Let's go back to this one, 32. So let me go back here, share the screen, share screen. I've been going an hour already. Bloody hell. Come on, Buck. Giveaway tool, share. New York City's in the state of New York, everyone. That's how you needed to. Let's draw it. Good luck. This is for the 7 sticker. New York, New York. Oh, bloody. What's his name? James Jenneret. Good on you, mate. James, send me your address, mate. I'll send you a sticker. Righto, let's go. I'm going to get straight into this one now. Oh, yeah, righto. You should remember this from a movie, everyone. Come on. Sunday morning. Speaking, we're going to stay with New York, everyone. What river does New York lie on? New York lies on the something river. I don't want the whatever, just the name of the thing. Hashtag, no capitals, no spaces. And remember, Captain Solly landed the plane in this river. They had an engine failure taken off from New York, and he landed the bloody plane in this particular river. And no one was killed. It was miraculous. Oh, Pete McMurtry, give yourself an uppercut. No capitals, mate. No capitals, everyone. It doesn't work with capitals. StreamYard does not work with capitals. So let's go. Nice and quick. This is for number 8. Number 8. 26, 27. Here you go. All copy off each other. Copy off Mark Lavelle, everyone. That's what everyone does on Rob the Wanderer's trivia night. Here we go. 27, 28. As soon as we get to 30, I'm going to draw it. Righto. I'm going to share the screen. Giveaway. Con Lukey Reed, I haven't seen your name pop up. Share. That's what you want, guys, the Hudson River. Let's draw it. Who's got number 8? This is for the second last sticker, everyone. One of John's stickers. Who's got this one? Nat Atkinson. Well done, Nat. Nat Atkinson. Nat, send me your Nat Atkinson is the winner. Give Nat a thumbs up, everyone, for winning sticker number 8. We're going to go on to sticker number 9 in a minute. I'll just see what my last question was. Okay. Stop sharing. Well done, Nat. Send me your address, please. So stop sharing. I'm going to type up the last one. Sunday Jibber. Hashtag. Just making sure I've spelled it right, guys. Because there should be a space in this, but you're not allowed to use one. Righto. What city, well-known city, is the Golden Gate Bridge in? The Golden Gate Bridge is in what city in the United States? Now, I don't want a capital. I don't want a space in there. I don't want a capital, and I do not want a space. Even if it's got 2 words in it, I don't want any capitals or spaces. Just type it in one, all lowercase. Copy off Jace Muller, everyone. What city is the Golden Gate Bridge in? Five correct so far. This is for the last sticker, everyone. This is for the last sticker. I'll show you again. John sent me 10. I've got 1 up there, and I'm giving 9 away. So there you go. Not a bad little sticker for your camping fridge or whatever. I don't think they're the real good UV type one, guys, but certainly good to stick on your bloody camping fridge or somewhere out of the sun so it doesn't perish too much. It might have a bit of UV in it. I'm not sure. Usually the UV ones are, I don't know. I didn't ask John. I don't know if they're UV proof and that for the outside of your car. You can put it on your car, just not sure how long it'd last. I'd be putting that on the front of my camping fridge or something. Guys, out of the sun. Yep, we're getting there, guys. Gidgy Gorilla, you idiot. I think Gidgy's taking the piss out of you guys. Oh dear. It's we're a great community. We're not, I didn't say we're the brightest community. We're certainly the most bloody caring, sharing, charity friendly community out there, but we may not have the title as being the sharpest community in YouTube, guys. We've had some diddly dot moments this morning. Oh dear. That's it. Marky Lavelle's got it. Slacken's talking about Trumpy to someone there. Oh dear. How we going, guys? How we going? This is the last one, eh? And then we're going to talk about me power setup in the shed. 30. I'm going to draw it. Here we go. So I'm going to share this one with San Francisco. If you haven't typed San Francisco in one word, lowercase, do it now. Giveaway tool, share. There you go. San Francisco. Who used to sing that? Who sang a song? This isn't for a sticker. Who used to sing the song San Francisco? I think they were from that town, actually. A lot of horses' hoofs from that city. Draw. Good luck, everyone. This is for the last sticker. Who's got the last sticker? Come on. Probably John will win it. Jason. Send me your full name, Jason, your address, mate. I'll send it. Jason 002Y and V or whatever that means. Jace, send me your full name and your bloody thing. Well done, everyone. Jace, give Jace a thumbs up for winning the last sticker, everyone. So I don't need that giveaway tool now. I can get rid of that. Go back here, and I don't think I need Google Maps anymore either. StreamYard, there we go. I'm back to normal. Oh, God, I'm a bit rusty on all that. Everyone's sharing the screen and stop sharing, and there's a bit going on there. Well done, Jay. So to all the winners, Wixie to the moon, Harvey Dog, Dean Beck, Gonna Do One Day, Graham Whitaker, James Jenneret, Nat Atkinson, and Jason. Send me your bloody Gidgy, can you type up? Oh, I'll do it. P.65@bigpond.com. There's my email address, everyone. Send me an email or just send me a message on Messenger through Mr. Buckaroony on Facebook if you're on there, or just send me an email and I'll post them out to you tomorrow. I just got to buy 2 more envelopes and I've got the other 7. I had 7 spare envelopes sitting around the house. So I've already got your sticker in there, everyone. I know it's not a lot, but hey, it doesn't cost you anything to come on and type in something in lowercase and no spaces. Remember that for next time, everyone. We're going to be probably doing a Christmas giveaway, everyone, for some bigger prizes than this. So you want to make sure you get it all right there. Yeah, Pete McMurtry saying thanks to John, 143JKRD. Get on and support John if you want to see some nice little, especially around Oregon and all that type of stuff. John and Dana go around in their little casita van and see his part of the world. That's what YouTube's all about. So, yeah, I went all right, Mark. I was a little bit rusty, mate. A little bit rusty, but at least I didn't forget to share the screen this time. Usually Lukey Reed reminded me right at the start because Luke knows what I'm like. If you forget to share the screen, I sit there and draw it, and Pete McMurtry's won, everyone, and everyone's going, how do we know we didn't see it? Because I forgot to share the screen. So there's a little bit to it there. So anyway, well done on that one. Now, listen, everyone, my shed off-grid system is finally up and running, thanks to Elvin Pal, guys. Elvin from the Adventuring Pals. There is another YouTube channel you need to subscribe to if you have not. The Adventuring Pals. The Adventuring Pals. Subscribe to this, guys. That's Elvin and Eshlin's YouTube channel. They've been around Australia a couple of times now. Even Elvin, we're talking about YouTube the other day, and Elvin said, you know what? He said, I don't get a lot of views on my channel. He said, people just don't seem to be interested in travel. I think maybe because YouTube's just so overdone with people traveling around caravans and all that. But Elvin and Ashlyn have been to some magnificent places in this country, everyone. Tasmania, the Kimberley and all that. And I'll tell you now, Elvin's channel has got some great drone footage. You've got to get on and watch it, guys. And they're just a bloody lovely family with 2 young boys from Harvey Bay. They're from Harvey Bay. And if you're wondering where they're originally from, Elvin and Eshlen are of Indian heritage, guys, but from Fiji. They're Fijian Indians, heritage-wise. Elvin moved to Australia when he's 10 years old. He's as Aussie as they come. So is Eshlen. They all got, and the boys love their fishing and everything. It was fantastic. So Eshlen's a radiographer and sonographer, guys, and Eshlen gets jobs in hospitals, and they just basically work their way around. Elvin's an actual electrician by trade, everyone, a 240-volt Sparky. Elvin can't work when they stop in places because Julie Whittaker's just sent the address. Thank you. So we'll get that away tomorrow for you. So send through your addresses. Elvin's a full-time dad, guys, and schooling the boys because the boys are in primary school. Jaden and Jordan, they're in primary school. So Elvin's a full-time teacher, basically. He's teaching the kids, and Esh goes out and does her radiography and sonography and that at the hospital. So what a great way to work your way around Australia. They said when the boys get to grade 7, high school or whatever, they'll have to stop, maybe go back to Harvey Bay or whatever. But at the moment, they're traveling around and they are seeing some magnificent places. I think they've done about 2 laps of Australia, and they're down in Townsville now for a week. Ash has got some work. You're probably asking, how come Elvin was in Innisfail? Ash got a week's work at the Innisfail Hospital, and she really enjoyed it there. And Elvin said, Buck, if you've got anything electrical-wise you need doing, he said, in your house. So came around, I said, as a matter of fact, Elvin, I got the stove, the switch at the stove has come away from the wall. I've got a busted power point, and I've got a ceiling fan not working. So we went into Heyman's Electrical, bought that. Elvin fitted it up for me. And he said, why don't I do your 12-volt while I'm here? He said, I don't know 12-volt. He said, I'm more of a 240. But he said, I've got enough knowledge to. Anyway, Elvin spent a couple of days here, guys. Not full days, but he was here for a couple of days getting my shed system up and running. He did a magnificent job. He really did. Anyway, so I can now power the house after a cyclone using the inverter now, everyone. I don't even really need the Jackery. I can still use the Jackery and use the big batteries to charge the Jackery and the Jackery to power the house. I can just go straight from the inverter now, everyone, straight into the generator switch in the house and power the whole house and shed in a power outage using my 3 lead time batteries, 840 amps. I've got them 3 280s hooked up in parallel, so I've got 840 amps. Elvin's got the inverter all hooked up now. We've got the AC chargers all hooked up. And the only hurdle I've run into, guys, is I tried to get the solar controller up and running. It looks like I may have got a faulty solar controller. Got onto iTech World. They went through sent me some little videos. I followed the videos. I think if anyone can get something faulty out of a box, it's me. It just happens to me all the time. Got on iTech World. They did some fault finding for me and said, mate, you may have got a faulty thing. Anyway, that afternoon, I got an email. It's on its way. iTech World sent you a new one. That's how good they are to deal with, everyone. They didn't muck around. They just sent me a new one out. I'll throw the old one in a box, send it back to them, and they can just go into it and work out why I couldn't get any amps going into it. So it powered up off the batteries, couldn't get the amps to go in there, the solar panel. So anyway, but everything else is working. I've got a video coming out soon showing, talking about the inverter. I'll tell you what is impressive, but everyone, Elvin hooked it up. You've seen we use bus bars. So anything I want to hook into there now just goes into the bus bars. I've got two 40 amp charge AC chargers. So with no power, the next morning I can start the generator up and I can charge the batteries up using normal 240 volt battery charger using the generator. I've got an iTech World 40 amp on the backboard, and I've also got a lead time 40 amp charger that I can just connect into the Anderson plug. Elvin ran an Anderson plug off the bus bars, which is an input and output. And so I tested it yesterday. I can get 80 amps going into those batteries. Start the generator up the next morning, plug the two things into a power board. That's how I get my 240 in a power outage, is the angle generator. And I can pump 80 amps without even using solar. And then I can put more power in using solar. Fantastic. I tell you now, exactly right, Tommy Oliver. The Wanderer should have got Elvin to help with his build. Yes. Elvin did a magnificent job. Elvin wanted to run all the cables behind. I said, no, don't worry about that, mate. Just, I don't care. But it still looks neat and tidy. And I can see what's going on. I've got a monitor there, an iTech World monitor. Tells me what my batteries are doing. At the moment, I charged them up yesterday and they're sitting on, the battery comes up, 840 amps available. It's sitting on 100%. So if I have a blackout right now, I can run out, plug the, turn the inverter on, plug the 15 amp lead into the inverter, run it into the back of my house, straight into the generator switch, and power the house with the 3000 watt iTech World inverter. So I'm ready to go now, guys. I'm ready for cyclone season. And this house, if you're not using air conditioners and the stove, and without power, I'll be using a gas stove or something. I'll be using the barbecue or whatever. I'll be cooking on that. I won't be using the 240 volt electric stove and the oven in the house. You know what? If I still want to cook in the air fryer, I can take the air fryer out, plug it into the inverter, and bloody still do it. I've got so much power out there. The house doesn't pull that much power, just using the fridges, the freezer, some ceiling fans, and some lights. 400 watts. It doesn't pull a lot of power, this house. I've got 11,000 watt hours of power in those batteries out there. Throw the Jackery on top of that, I've got 13,000 watt hours. So I know now more than enough power to power the house through the whole night without using the generator. Get up the next morning, start the generator up, and throw 80 amps straight back into the batteries. Absolutely fantastic. What about hot water? Haha, don't you worry about that. I've got and this is what we did when we got our bloody, so if we lose power, that hot water system provides us warm water for about 2 or 3 days up here. The water stays warm enough to shower in for a couple of days. After that, we either A, have cold showers because it's going to be summer anyway, or B, I've got a King's gas hot water system out there. So I can set in the carport, or here we go. I've got the caravan, mate. I didn't even think of that. 2 ways. I've got the caravan. We can have a hot shower. I can fill the water tanks up to the caravan, or just plug the hose into the caravan. We can have a hot shower in the caravan, mate. That's what we probably do. Just get the caravan out, have a hot shower in the caravan, because I've got a gas hot water system in the caravan. The other way we can do it is I've got a King's hot water system that plugs into a gas bottle, a privacy ensuite, and that's what we did for 3 weeks when the bathroom was being renovated, is we just used the King's hot water system that hooks up to a gas bottle and a jerry can, and we have a bloody hot shower using the King's. But the caravan, mate, is the answer to yours. I'm glad you asked that question. I was sitting there thinking, oh, I'll just use the King's. Hang on, I'll just use the caravan. I've got a caravan with a shower in it. I'll just turn that on, run it off the gas in the caravan, and we can have a bloody hot shower in the caravan. Plug the hose into the caravan and have as long a hot shower as we want, running off gas. So there you go. That's how we have a hot shower, mate. Yeah. But after Cyclone Yasi, our shower stayed warm. The water stayed warm for a couple of days from memory after that. So, but after that, the caravan. Failing that, someone just sent me a thing. I'll reply to you in a minute, mate. Someone just sent me about some electrical work. The trouble with Elvin doing electrical work on his way around, guys, if he's doing electrical work, and this is where he was here doing my 12-volt setup, he's supposed to be schooling his sons. He's supposed to be schooling his boys, and they were sitting here watching Brody Moss on the big screen while Elvin was doing my job. So Elvin said, I'd love to, if they didn't have kids, Elvin could get electrical work and Ash could do hers, but Elvin's got to look after the kids, so he can't really do a lot of electrical work on the way around. I'll read that email soon anyway. So anyway, it's up and running, guys. My 12-volt system in the shed. Yeah, I've got to get a new solar. Mind you, I've got another iTech World 30-amp solar controller there. That's on my portable battery box. I can still use that at the moment. So I can still put up to 30 amps of regulated power in. It's just that the 40-amp one, I think, was faulty. They're sending me another one. But I've tested the 30-amp one in that system, and that works. So, yes, I can still put solar power in at the moment using my old iTech World solar controller, but I'm waiting for the 40-amp to turn up. Once it's up and running, but it's just good to know I can start my generator up and pump 80 amps of power into those batteries. And if you've got 840 amps, you run that right down. I don't think I'm going to run it anywhere near out, guys. I haven't done the full experiment yet. I'd like to run the fans and everything at night and come out the next morning and see how much is still in those batteries. There'll still be a lot. So it's not like I'm going to have to top up 840 amps every morning from the generator. 80 into 840, what's that? Over 10 hours of running the generator to get them. That's only if they are right down low. They're not going to be low. I'm probably only going to have to throw in 100 amps maybe or something the next day. 100 amps, 200 amps, who cares? If I've got to throw in 100 amps, that's just over an hour running the generator with those 240. So, yeah. Anyway, jump in the Johnston River for a quick shower. And Black has said you'd want to be quick. Yeah, you want to be real quick, mate. There's a bloke years ago, I've told this story before, some silly young fella trying to impress a pommy backpacker here one night full of piss. And he's going joking about how they only eat tourists, the crocs. They don't eat locals. He jumped off the wharf here in the centre of town, and a 4-metre croc grabbed him and mangled him. And he managed to poke it in the eyes and get back up the ladder and get back on the wharf. He spent months in hospital getting his arm reattached and everything. He jumped into the Johnston River and got immediately grabbed by a massive saltwater crocodile. How he's lucky he's still alive, that lad. He is lucky he's still alive, and all because he was trying to impress a young female pommy backpacker. And he's, they only eat backpackers. They don't eat locals. You watch this. He jumped in the river, being a smart ass, full of piss, and there was one under there waiting for him, and it got him. How he got away from it, I don't know, but it made a mess of him. It mangled his right arm. We saw him in the pub months later. Ross said, that's that bloke that jumped in the river, and he still had his arm in a thing. He spent a lot of time in hospital getting bloody surgery and getting his arm reattached and all that type of stuff. Yeah, Buck can't do quick, I know. I'm gibbering shit now, aren't I? So there's me shed systems all hooked up, guys. We got 9 sticker winners. Well done on that one. Hopefully you learnt something this morning. What a dumbass, I know. It's like doing a run, seeing a grizzly bear and trying to run past it and see if it grabs him or not. Like you're playing, rolling the dice there, aren't you? And you usually come off with things, grizzly bears and crocodiles and that. You'll usually come off second best, let me tell you. So I had some other. I talked about the baseball. Blue Jays 11, Dodgers 2, or was it 4? Anyway, hopefully the Blue Jays beat him in the second game again today. The Darwin Award. Yeah, I know, mate. That was there was another one. Some young fellows on the piss up in the Northern Territory, and they dared. I don't know if they dared him or if he said, I bet I can make it across the river and back for whatever. You'd like to think that his mates didn't dare him to do it. Anyway, he swam across, was it the Mary River or something in the Northern Territory, on the piss at night, camping, got across the other side, and he didn't make it back the second time. He got taken by a croc. Why people even think of doing that, I do not know. Even when you're drunk, you don't think of doing shit like that. Your brain's still got enough sense in it to go, I shouldn't do that. I know we do some silly stuff on the piss, but swimming across a crocodile-infested river, That ain't one of them that I would do. 11-4 it was. Okay, 11-4. So there you go. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Today, Samoa and Tonga, and if you're into rugby league, Samoa and Tonga on this afternoon. That'll be a great game. Ros will be in there barracking for Samoa because she's got Samoan heritage. Her great-grandfather was Samoan, James Mills. So Ros goes for the Samoan team. Might have to go out and put the Samoan flag up the flagpole. They're playing Tonga today. That'll be a great game. And the game against the New Zealanders last week, Samoa, they should have won that one. They dropped too much ball. Anyway, the Aussies beat the Poms overnight. Usually the Australia plays in the Pacific Championships, guys, but the Aussies are overplaying the Poms at the moment and won last night. So yesterday, Papua New Guinea beat the Cook Islands up in Port Moresby. And I'll tell you what, did you see that? The crowd went mad right on full time. The PNG guy got an intercept and went the length of the field and scored a try. They love their rugby league up in Port Moresby. It's their national game. They absolutely thrive on it. And I think as much as we knock this new NRL, Port Moresby-based NRL team coming into the NRL, a lot of people don't agree with that. That was done to keep China as a way of keeping China out of New Guinea. There's more than rugby league with that decision, guys. It's to do with stability in the region and all that. They love their rugby league up there. I've lived up there. It's their national sport. I hope they can get some good names to go up to the Port Moresby team, and that'll be based out of Moresby. I think if they do well, they'll get some good crowds up there. They absolutely love their rugby league up there. Yeah. So it won't be actually the Kumul. It won't be their national team. It'll be a lot of the Kumals will be there, but hopefully they can get some good blokes like Robert Derby, maybe Xavier Coates might go up and play for them. These guys that have got a PNG heritage may go up and whatever. So we'll see how they go. Mick's off, is he? So if someone's off, I'm going to be off like a bucket of prawns on the hot sun too, guys. Going to go out, have another brew, say good morning to Ros. And Rafa's on the bed here. Rafa said to say good day to everyone. Say good day to your doggies for me. Is Mr. Buckaroony running in the Melbourne Cup? Is he? Toddy, is Mr. Buckaroo running in the Melbourne Cup? I might put a few bucks on him to come last. With a name like that, he's bound to do a hammy and bloody come last. He's not a bad horse, that one, that Mr. Buckaroo. If he's in the Melbourne Cup, I'm going to put 100 on him, 50 each way. How about that? All in part of the world. Oh yeah, they started off in Las Vegas again this year, and the Cowboys are going over to Las Vegas and that. Ranger Superduty. Yeah, I know. They're not cheap, are they? But they do come with a lot of extra stuff on them. You look at Elvin's Ranger, guys, and Elvin's got a beautiful Ford Ranger, the V6. But by the time you put bigger tyres on and bloody lifts and snorkels and bull bars, the Ranger Super Duty comes with all that. So I know they're going to be around the 100,000 mark. But I'll tell you now, if you get a Ford Ranger and deck it out like the Super Duty, you're going to be up around the 100 anyway. I know, I won't mention it, someone in the community did his Ford Ranger up, and he was up to about 130 by the time he put a canopy and all that on. He was up around the 130 mark, guys, for a normal wild track Ranger. So the Super Duties come with everything already. So yeah, a Super G, it'd be nice, wouldn't it, mate? It'd be nice to get a Super Duty, and I have the money in my super there to get a Super Duty because I can get it now tax free, my superannuation money. But if I do touch it, Veteran Affairs bloody go, oh, you've accessed your super, we're going to lower your military pension. I'm like, yeah, you pack arseholes, of course you would. So I can't touch me super, guys, or I get penalised for it. How that sucks, doesn't it? You reckon when you turn 60 you can get in. But then again, I've always said too, I ain't going to go and spend me superannuation on a friggin' four-wheel drive like a lot of people do. I might need that down the track. Who knows? Yeah, the Super Duties, they're as big as the Ford Raptors, which are a lot bigger than a normal Ranger. Anyway, Samoa. Oh, okay. Miko said Samoa and Australia in the ladies rugby league. Well, I'll be watching that too. I don't mind watching the female rugby league in the high level stuff, they're bloody pretty skillful, the girls. The girls' rugby league, if you haven't seen it, guys, the girls' rugby league is worth watching. They are very, very good. All right, it's not as fast and as skillful as the men's, but it's still bloody worth watching. They've got some good skills, those girls, especially at the international level. I know Samoa, they've, let's face it, over half the bloody female competition are all Polynesian girls, Samoans and Tongans and Maoris and whatever, Māori. They're bloody Polynesians are dominating the rugby league now, aren't they? It's, yeah. Stick with the BT. Yeah, Mark. I will be, mate. I will be, because I'm spending 6,200 on it on Wednesday, getting a new gearbox put in, everyone. I just hope that once I get the new gearbox in, I've got another few years of good, solid motoring ahead of me, towing the van and all that, guys, because I don't want to put the gearbox in and then something else goes wrong. And that'll just bloody piss me right off then, if that happens. Yeah, it's on KO. Yeah, I'm on KO, Miko, so I'll be watching that. We've got KO on the TV there, so I'll watch that. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning in today. Congratulations to the 9 sticker winners. I know it's not a big prize, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. You'll only be one of 10 people with that sticker in Australia, guys. And it's not a bad-looking sticker, is it? All right, see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. I'll go out and bloody spend a bit of time with Roz, have a chat, have another brew, and then tinker around in the shed again. I don't know what I'm going to do. Might go and do a bit of gardening, and then this afternoon sit down and watch the rugby league. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it, eh? Next one is Saturday night. Saturday night coming. Bobby and Kim Asser. We're going to do a comms check probably on Wednesday with Bob and Kim, and then on Saturday night, there'll be some little videos and photos, a slideshow and all that type of stuff. And Bob and Kim are going to be talking about their time in Kenya when their son got married over in Kenya, everyone. So that's going to be really, really good. It'd be good to see Bobby and Kim on, having a chat. We can talk about camping and all that type of stuff. Bob and Kim have camped a lot of different places. So it'll be talking about Kenya, and then we'll be talking about camping and whatever. Bobby and Kim live down in Newcastle there, guys, if you're wondering. So it'll be bloody, Bob will probably tell us a few funny stories about his old copper days or something. He's got some classic. He's like me. He's got some good funny stories, and they're worth listening to when you sit down and have a chat with him. So that's next Saturday night, 6 o'clock Queensland time. It'll be 7 o'clock Southern time, okay? Bobby and Kim Asser, guys, talking about their holiday to Kenya. And I think they went to Vietnam after that with Dean and Michelle Gall. So we'll probably talk about that too, okay? And their camping and all that type of stuff. Some of their favourite places to go camping. They've done a lot of travelling as well. See you next Saturday night, everyone, with Bobby and Kim. See you then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye now.